Ladies and gentlemen, it's your man in Japan, Jay Contra here, and I have to announce that I'm closing down my YouTube channel. I'm not even going to another hard off because I've now seen it all. A human being made this. Someone did this. This is absolutely incredible. I don't know how they did it. I don't know why they did it. But someone has made this beautiful custom PlayStation and I found it in the junk and it's priced at $5 and a part of me really wants to buy this. Like, look at, oh my god, they even coated over, oh, let me see if I can pull it out. It might not be possible. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is absolutely, whoop, oh, there's a serial port. They even included this bad boy right here. This is absolutely fantastic. I've never seen anything like this before. This is like, I remember hearing stories about how you could buy like gold-plated PlayStations, like you could custom order a PlayStation that is coated in like gold or silver. But this, nothing will ever be better than this. But for now, I'll think about it. For now, we'll put it back. So I'm in Kurume, in southern central Fukuoka prefecture, not that far from Fukuoka city. Actually, I guess we could start out in the junk section. It's actually kind of unique because the junk section's right here on the right, and then we've got all the, I guess, good stuff on the left, using my air quotes there. It's got the classic Wii Fit boards, the Super Famicom graveyard. We've got a lot of stuff here, and that was the cherry on top. That beautiful leopard skin. I think that's leopard, or is that tiger? It's not lion. It's not lion. I don't think so. But I thought also something we could check out here is you're like, oh wow, an iPad Mini in the junk, $5 for an iPad Mini, and it's like, oh, let's try and open it up. Let's open it up. Oh, actually, it's nothing. It's a box. Something that I've been noticing more and more in junk sections is just boxes for stuff. And usually they're pretty explicit, but I think maybe the fact that you could buy an iPad Mini for $5 is so incredible, too good to be true, that they didn't indicate it. Usually for like games, they'll indicate if they have if it's just a box. A Dream Eye, I didn't notice this actually. What is a Dream Eye? Hold on, what is this? Let's see, it says it's very beautiful. Apparently it's good for the collection. I don't understand what a Dream Eye even is. I'm gonna look into this. Apparently it's in really good shape. Is this the huh? I don't know. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna look into that and see what that's about. I actually didn't see that before. And then, just speaking of boxes, you think, oh, here's an iPhone 6s. No, it's just a box. I checked. Here's an iPhone 5. It's just a box for $3. So someone came in. I'm assuming it's one person. It might have been multiple people, just with the boxes for their phones. And it's just like, okay, all right, there you go. We'll give you like 2 cents for it, I guess. And here's something you often find in hard is just the bin of junk PlayStation and PlayStation 2 memory cards. It's interesting that they have these bins, because oftentimes I pull my memory cards from these bins, because like here's one for $5. And then you'll go down there, behind that column, they have them like nice and sealed up, going for $10. Even though to me there's really no difference. I've not had a problem using any of the memory cards that I pulled from the junk section. But that just could be dumb luck. Anything else? Oh, something that I've noticed also recently, because I bought a GameCube that did not have the classic composite AV cables. So I've been looking for a set, and I can't freaking find them anywhere. I can't find them. Instead, what I do is I find these bins full of the Wii, the gray composite cables that only work with the Wii. And it's driving me absolutely nuts. Speaking of custom consoles, let's use a bunch of stickers. What else have we got? Oh, A nice, and actually in pretty good shape N64 controller. Well, it's got a little bit of dirt. And then just snow stick. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It's like it's... And then we've got the... wow. These, I mean, why? Just these... I always thought these, like... I mean, they're condoms. They're basically just condoms. That's what those are. They're condoms for your Wiimote. And then we turn around here. You know, we got this beautiful pedal set for the Xbox 360. And we've also got this old-timey looking phone, which is fantastic. I think it might be like, you know, a modern antique, as it were. Like it's something that was probably made recently and is meant to work with modern systems, but I can't actually tell. I actually don't even see... Doesn't even look like it has a price, but that would be cool. Also got a... Now this is interesting. Why is that... Oh, it's an Xbox One. I was like, why is this $200? 360 shouldn't be $200. It's an Xbox One. Don't worry about that. We've got the usual suspects that we find. We've got, oh, you don't see this too often. This is the dual stick. Oh, this is for the PlayStation. I think? Yeah, PlayStation. Now, PlayStation dual stick. Oh, excuse me, I just dropped the price. Just accidentally made it free. Put you back there. Then in the back, there's the HD DVD player. Oh my God, that's not in bad shape. That would be cool. I mean, I don't think I'll buy it this time because what I want to buy is that when I get this fight stick for the PlayStation, I have a hard time finding good fight sticks for the PlayStation, and I don't even really want to use it as a fight stick. I just want to use it for my arcade shooters that I like to play, and I have a bunch for the PlayStation that I like to get around to. And I don't like playing arcade games without an arcade stick, but that's just a personal preference of mine. I have nothing against you, of course, if you play yours with a controller. I've got the very rare, you don't see this too often, the red Wii. I don't know if this came out in America, but this was to celebrate Super Mario Brothers like 25th or 30th anniversary. I can't remember exactly which one. But it comes. Oh, it doesn't even have the right Wiimote though, because you can see it's got the red nunchuck. It should have a red Wiimote. This one does not though. This has actually gone up in price pretty significantly. Those used to be like, you know, not really priced that much differently from other Wiis, but then the collecting bug just kicked in, and now they're worth like $80 to $100 depending on where you find it. Okay, we got the Wii with the two nunchucks. Oh, and then I wanted to note with these Dreamcasts over here, I still cannot find a freaking Dreamcast in a box. I've been halfway across this freaking island, not find a Dreamcast in a box. But what's very special about what they've done here is, you see this, like $5,000 is a bit expensive, but a big chunk of that price, I believe, is that they have packed their controllers with VMUs, which is really cool. And actually, oh wow, it even comes with double VMUs right here. That actually would be worth like $20, just probably all on its own. Well, it's 16 or 20 bucks. I've noticed it's really hard coming by VMUs. You don't usually find them in the controller themselves when they're sold with consoles. But that's something that's cool that they've done here. Also, of course, we've got almost every flavor of GameCube. They are missing black, but that's fine. The orange is valuable, especially if you can find it in the box. I've seen one in the box so far after going to like 10 different hard-offs. They're super hard to find, and even that box just really wasn't up to snuff, and that's why I didn't buy it. So here's the here are all the PlayStation 2 memory cards, and they're going for about $10 a piece. And you know, they don't really look significantly different from what you'd find in the junk section. And here's then for some reason they just got a jumper pack just in case you buy. Why is it $13? That's so weird. Like, why would you buy this? Like, I understand. I think, okay, so here we've got an N64. It's a junk N64. It's going for $5. Does it have? It's got its jumper pack. So it's like, why would you buy the jumper pack for $13 on the other side of this? And you could just buy that for $5. That's weird. I don't get it. Okay, and then another thing I wanted to point out was the Neo Geo CD. You used to not be able to give these things away. Nobody wanted the Neo Geo CD. It was a great alternative to collecting for the cart-based system. But now it's going for $150. Like, I remember, I mean, like, I think I bought my Neo Geo CD for not much more than this. And that was a couple years ago. And like the Neo Geo CD, this base top-loading model, it's super slow to load. It's so bulky, it's really hard to move around, but for some reason it's really blown up. Like, even boxed sets went doubled. They used to be $100 complete, and now they're like $200 plus, and this is really expensive for just the base unit Although, let's see, it's only got one controller. Those controllers can be quite valuable. But it does have everything, so I guess it's not that bad of a buy these days. And then we come down here to the Mega Drive Model 2 unit. It's going for $80 thereabouts. It's good because it outputs stereo, I'm pretty sure, because the Model 1 Mega Drive only outputs mono through its AV cables. You can output stereo through the headphone jack, but of course the Mega Drive Model 2 got rid of the headphone jack, and I believe it outputs stereo, except if you look here, it's only got the mono cables. But I could be wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure about the Mega Drive's output. And then of course we have these, I don't know, this might be an original. I don't believe this is first edition. Someone can correct me. It's got the 5500 label on it. Does not have the DualShock though, but it's got everything else. And I want to say the original, like the first printing of PlayStations were in green boxes. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but then here we go. Here we go to the. Here we go. See, it's got the DualShock controller there, which is very cool. Although not as cool as the PS1. I mean, you know, the slim PS1. I don't really know what else to call it. We got the fat PS2s. I love, for some reason, my nostalgia for the PS2, it's these guys. It's the fat PS2s. Maybe that's because I actually owned a slim PS2, and so before that, I would have to go over to my friend's house and we would play on the fat PS2. See, this guy is too new. I need the old stuff. Let's keep moving. Oh yeah, it's a really fantastic showcase. Like some stuff you do not see all that often. For example, here we've got the PS1. This is the slim PlayStation that I was talking about. Here it has the LCD monitor. That was actually, I mean, this used to not be very expensive. This used to be a $40 or $50 item if it was complete. But then, you know, just PlayStation collecting hit, and now you can get the LCD monitor for $130 all told. It does come, it actually doesn't even come with a controller though. That's really strange. And then here we go to a very, a cleanish looking, a much whiter, a little bit brighter than I'm used to, PC Engine Duo R. This is going for $300. It's a bit pricey, although it does have this, interestingly enough, it has the Duo, the RX controller, you might notice, because it has the 6 buttons on there. That's very interesting. Sometimes PC engines can be all over the place. And then there's also just, you know, for kicks and giggles, a ROM of King of Fighters 96 going for $90 there. What else? There was something else that was cool here. Oh yeah, so we've got the fat Game Boy right over there going for $40, and then we also have the original box. It's not complete though. It doesn't have the manual with it, which is unfortunate, because at $40 for a box like that, that's actually really good if it just had the manual. Anything else? No, we've got the Super Game Boy 2 going for $30. It's a bit, it's pricey. Wish it wasn't that less. Anything? No, that's all the cool stuff over here. And this is beautiful. This is something I've been looking for a long time. This is what the light gun for the NES looked like in Japan. It's literally just called the gun. It's fantastic. This is what you would use to play on your Famicom. The Famicom actually doesn't work unless you hardwire it with the NES Zapper or any of the NES Zapper third-party, you know, any of the recent remakes of the NES Zapper. So if you want to play with the Famicom with the original hardware, you got to get this gun, and it's going for $40. It's pretty insane. Like that. Oh my god. Anything else? Oh yeah, we got some cool games. We got some Tamagotchis. It looks like you can get a 3 set for $20. Wow. Well, look at that. They got 2 different copies of Earthbound going for $29 and $15. I wonder why that price difference. Probably the condition. Final Fight 2. And there's a bit of a bleached out, a light bleached, sun bleached copy of Castlevania Dracula XX. Very hard. Although I've recently been playing Order of Ecclesia, and I want to say Order of Ecclesia is slightly harder. Then wow, so interesting. So there's one. So that's the complete inbox version. You can see it's got a little bit of damage to the bottom right. So it's going for $120. And then if you look over here, there's the cartridge on the left with the 2 X's. That's going for about $100. That's weird. That price differential seems a bit too high to me. especially because Dracula Double X, when it's loose, is really only a $50, $60 game at best. And something I've been looking personally for is one of those, the red and black DSs, if I can find it in the box, but that seems to be a bit too hard. Let's see, what else can we look? Nothing. No other games. I don't see any other, no retro systems over here except for the Famicom and the Super Famicom minis. You're seeing a lot more of those, especially as they come back into production, and they can still be quite expensive. Let's see. Let's move. I guess we're gonna move over to the other games. I gotta move around a bit. Look at all those cases. So many cases. Let's go to the games. Oh wow, there's something of the night. It's worth about $30. It's not bad. There's Parappa. Oh, for $3. That's a steal. That's great. Parappa's an amazing game. Oh, and there's Ape Escapes How to Get You. Oh wow, they made a Cowboy Bebop game. Interesting. Fascinating. I didn't know that. It's going for $15. Is that rare? Is this a rare game? Oh, and then, oh man, the Japanese version. Holy crap. So this is Civ 4, very obviously, you can tell. And then it's going for $70. You know, computer games in Japan are really, they're expensive when they come out, if they do get a packaged version, and then for some reason they just stay super expensive. But look, here's SimCity 4, going for $30. I mean, how much is this on Steam now? Like $5? Can't be that much. There's American Conquest going for $80. $80. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. And then, oh no. Here's, I love Medieval 2 Total War. It's a fantastic game. It's going for $150 for a boxed copy of Medieval 2 Total War. And let's see, okay, Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms, $50. That hurts. That really stings. Oh, that's too bad. That is too bad. Oh, and then here's Left 4 Dead. It's going for $30. Oh my god. Oh lord. Well, then here's Dead or Alive 5 Collector's Edition. Going for $15. Is this the one that comes with the, what do we get for $15? Oh, we get that weird gel set. Then we get a card set, an art book, and a soundtrack. Because, you know, everyone loves the soundtrack to Dead or Alive. I can name all the tunes right off the top of my head. I just won't say any so that I don't embarrass you from your lack of knowledge of Dead or Alive 5. This looks interesting. That's a cool, oh wow, that's a cool, like, mech game. That, From Software. They make some pretty good games. Pretty good games. Anything else? Nothing super exciting. Okay, we got classics, Final Fantasy 12. Lots of Final Fantasy 12s, actually. Almost like it was Wii Fit. And what else do we have? Anything else? We got some anime games. We've got, oh, is this the... Oh, I thought this might have been the PSP that contained... There was an AKB48 edition PSP. This is the game that went alongside it. But I think we're going to end it here. Don't get into AKB48. They're terrible. But if you like them, you know, whatever. People like what they like. But I don't like them. So that's been it for me. I've been your man in Japan, Jay Contra, saying thanks for watching. See you next time. And mahalo.